compared to offline, but even the timeline is a bit altered this year. Normally, we have it in the month of February. This time, we decided that we will have a one of its kind 1 month long e-summit in the month of September. And it's fair enough to say that while eSummit has built up a hype for itself over the years, this year we have taken it a step further. We have amplified it a lot more. And what's really heartwarming to see is that our juniors who haven't really been on campus as such due to the pandemic have, actively participated in helping us organize the event. There's been a lot of effort behind the scenes, on the scenes, lot of events, lot of footfall and traction gained. And so, this is an event that we all have done for ourselves. And I think before anything starts, we should all just be really proud of ourselves for coming this far and helping and contributing in making this a success. So, to everyone who's present here, on behalf of everyone, from the core committee, from the coordinators or the OC, I would like to thank all of you for doing your share, for contributing your bit towards making this event a success. And we are pretty optimistic to have more events of this scale, and not just this scale, even more in the future. So, is Srinvanti there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, so Srinvanti can carry on, and I hope you all enjoy the curtain raiser.
Yeah. We'll have a few speakers today without whom this e-summit wouldn't have been possible. Yeah. So, are the speakers there? Just confirmation. Shanavar,
I
are
don't
all the
think,
speakers? Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I don't think they have joined us yet. So we have confirmed with a few professors just because the UG and PG placements are going on. So they might have been busy. And also the CEO Naveen is, I guess, not here in the meeting. Uh, just confirm that once. Ayush, is Naveen sir here?
I
Hello,
don't think so.
Ayush.
He has joined yet. I don't
Yeah, I
see him in
too
the chat. I don't
don't
see
see
him.
him
Yeah.
on the. Yeah, I too don't see him among the participants. So what we could rather do is just wait for a while, or rather follow up with the videos of Esummit first. And just because these are dedicated people, guys, we have to like extend our wait a bit longer. So Srinvanti, we can start on with whenever they join in.
Yeah, sure. So, right.
Okay, so by the time the guests join in, I see a lot of our coordinators here. So could someone of you guys unmute yourself and share your experience of Esummit till now? Like throughout this time, it has all been us sharing the experience of last year's Esummit. And I all know that like you guys have been cherishing that for a while to experience the thrill that this month has for you. But what has been your experience? I know a lot of you guys have been involved in analyst in mock auction, and I've been relieving all of them soon. So what has been your experience through the brief time that we have spent? And all of these were preliminary events, and we had to push the curtain raiser a bit just for the time schedules of the professors and their availability. But seems like they are a bit busy today as well. So you understand they are really busy, and we will have to wait for a few more minutes for them to come. But till then, if we could have someone randomly from the participants, I see Oishani, I see Onubhav and Boichitra, Bitan. So if you Rishav, so if you guys could unmute and just tell a few lines about how what was your experience till now, like it would be really refreshing for the other ones who are not from Ecell.
Yeah, I think we can go in alphabetical order. So, Ushani, would you like to unmute and begin?
Yeah. So yes, this was completely a new experience for me because throughout my school days, I have never participated in any kind of events and not even volunteered for some. But in college, apart from being a coordinator of Ecell, this was a great opportunity for me to kind of explore new sides of myself, which I kind of doubted before doing this. That yes, I would not be able to do that, do this or do that. But when you are in pressure or by the seniors and uh, you want to do something big, that by recognizing that this e-summit is all mine, like this is my e-cell and we have to do something for my e-cell in order to bring the best output as we can. So yes, it was completely different for me, a completely new experience, and I wish that if it would have been in offline mode, then maybe due to the process would have been more smoother. But nonetheless, it was kind of very good experience for me at least.
Okay, great, great. Like we all noticed the fact that you said my Ecell, and that was really refreshing for all of us. Like we all cherish the fact how well we bonded like last year's after last year's E-Summit. And it is very true. Like once we have the final few events and we end the part for this year's E-Summit, you all will realize how closely we all be bonded. And totally, you are nowhere wrong to call it my Ecell. So definitely we
Otherwise,
pull-ups. Go
otherwise
on,
the
go on.
urge will not come from inside you. Like your heart will never say that you will work harder for this until and unless you recognize that this is all mine. Otherwise, where will
Definitely.
that dedication and love come from?
Definitely, definitely. So we'll have the other ones as well to unmute themselves and share a few lines on what was their experience. Uh, do I have Shantika next? Shantika, is she there? Or Boichitra? Hello, am I audible for the matter?
Hello, yes.
Yeah, go on, Boichitra.
Okay, hi everyone. So ESL have been really special for me and E-Summit as well because this is the first event that I am witnessing in college where I am participating as well as I'm one of the organizing members. So it is really special for me. Also, this is a place like ESL is a place that I feel that we work together to bond together. Like we have shared a very special bond with all of my seniors and all of my batchmates, whom I may not even have known if I wasn't a part of ESL. So I'm really thankful to ESL and E-Summit to get such special bonds, which I will cherish forever. And I have also got to know known a lot of things working with all of you, like how to communicate with all of you, how to find time, how to time management and stuff. So yes, the experience is something that I will cherish for all of my life.
Okay, great. So whom do we have next? Shantika, Shorodip. Shorodip can unmute and just go on for over few minutes, I guess. Shorodip, are you there?
Yeah, hello.
Go on, man.
So previously, I did not have any experience of organizing an event. So it was my first time, and I didn't, previously realize that how difficult it is to really organize an event. I used to see a lot of posters about those events, and I just didn't bother that. I didn't used to realize that how much hard work has been done in just making those posters and just writing the content. From making the posters, writing the content, gathering the sponsors, how difficult it is. So I learned a lot of things. Like I learned it also enhanced my convincing skills. It enhanced my speaking skills, and also, I have been talking to a lot of people and to a lot of sponsors, facing rejections. I know all the boys are used to rejections. Still, you know, this, this everything was, a hell of an experience. Like I enjoyed every bit of it. And the pressure is also coming from the seniors. You have to achieve that target, you have to do that, and in the meantime there is also the thrill. So overall it was a very wonderful, which taught me a lot, and I wish to encounter more such events in future.
Okay, great. So I think Shinvanti, we have Naveen over here, so we can start off with the proceedings. So Shinvanti, are you there?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, Barnika, will you just wrap up about E-Summit just once over again?
Hmm.
Barnika, are you there?
Yeah, I think she got disconnected for some reason. So I'd go on with that one. So yes, Naveen is here. Let me just ensure that once more.
Yeah, hi, good evening. This is Naveen.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for joining us. So this is the official start of E-Summit 2021. This year, unfortunately, things have moved online, and we had to make our own platforms and conduct most of the events that were fun and thrilling in the last year. But this year, we saw that the every aspects of the offline event has amplified even more, and throughout the days that we have conducted the events, throughout the planning of the events, the making of posters and reaching out to people for the events, it was altogether a thrilling event for me as a coordinator and organizer. So we also had a few coordinators of ours to share their experience, and it was really enriching to hear all of them. So up next, I would ask Shinvanti to introduce and start off with the proceedings.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. Today we have Mr. Naveen Jain, the CEO of Transorg Solutions and a data scientist. We welcome you, sir. And E-Summit 3.0 wouldn't have been possible if you were not there by our side. So thanks a lot for that. And sir, now please share a few words.
Sure, thank you, Srinivati, and thank you so much. I'm glad that Pickl and Transorg Analytics is getting associated for this event with Jadavpur University. It's a very good initiative. What gives me a lot of confidence is that the current student crop is looking at entrepreneurship as an active career choice. And I was listening to some of the introductions and the kind of effort you have put in organizing this event, which is commendable. And I went back to my college days. Even organizing a small event or festival was not an easy job. In those days, I used to run for sponsorships. I was part of the student union. It's a very difficult task, but it definitely adds to your skills. It gives you the kind of confidence you need in the corporate career. So people who generally participate in these activities also sort of helps in building entrepreneurship skills, taking ownership, building initiative. So thank you so much. I'm happy to be part of this event. And Srivanti, you would like to, is it like a Q&A kind of a thing, or do you want me to speak about my experiences, entrepreneurship? So how do you want to keep the format?
Sir, we would just want you to say a few words about E-Summit and how you like it. And we have already had some events. So if you have been observing them, how are they going? Like your experience with E-Summit.
Sure. So entrepreneurship is close to my heart. I started my career as I did my engineering and then MBA, and then I worked in investment banking. Then I spent American Express with American Express 11 years, which is a very reputed and a large multinational financial services company. And I became entrepreneur in 2010, around 2009, 2010. So entrepreneurship and having such kind of events like E-Summit, and I see I was going through the schedule, some of the hackathons and something around crypto. There are some pitches, startup pitches also being planned. So those are just the right events for this kind of a summit. And it builds that culture, and it builds that kind of a buzz about entrepreneurship at the campuses. I'm not too sure. I mean, still, I feel that people nowadays, students nowadays, are more enlightened about and entrepreneurship. In my days, if I used to land up in a big company, a big job, then we won't look anywhere else. So entrepreneurship was very difficult in our days, so to say. I mean, not to say that people didn't become entrepreneurs in those days. So when I speak to students, we go regularly to campuses, we recruit from IITs or engineering colleges and master's kind of students. So what we have realized is that people have that ambition to become an entrepreneur. When we interview them, they want to work for a couple of years, and they say that then, we want to pick up a job. We don't want to be in a job and start something on our own. So there's far more higher level of confidence about starting your own business. So that's really a very good trend in the market. And some of the countries, if you see some of the countries like in the Western side, if you look at US or even close home, look at some of the countries. So they have grown because of their entrepreneurship skills. One thing which is very important is while after there are certain options. Immediately after college, you can become an entrepreneur. So it's a low risk kind of nothing to lose kind of a scenario. And then there are people who become entrepreneurs later in their life. Like I became an entrepreneur when I was at the age of 38. So for me, it was a very difficult decision because I had a well-paying job, and I said, entrepreneurship is surely a difficult path to take. But then I did go on that path, and I'm happy that I took that decision. So having these kind of events, E-Summit is very, very helpful. And I would love to participate. Honestly, I've not been participating in the events. I know that there is a fireside chat tomorrow. I'm happy to be part of that chat. I'll share some of my thoughts and views. So, the address, I believe, what I've been told is more about opening remarks on entrepreneurship. So, entrepreneurship is the way to go. If I interact with my son, goes to class 12, I speak to him, he wants to become an entrepreneur. I speak to some of his classmates, they want to become entrepreneurs. So having such kind of events surely helps the cause. It builds, allays fears about entrepreneurship. I'm sure there will be some sessions which talk about successes and failures in entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not an easy route for sure. Having said this, there is a very good ecosystem nowadays with investors. Risk capital is available. You see that a lot of buzz in the e-commerce and edtech space right now. Data science is a very hot area where we work. Both data science education as well as providing AI, machine learning, analytics kind of services. That's a very hot area. So in all, entrepreneurship definitely is the way to go, and that's how the countries are formed. That's how the countries grow. They move to the next level. So these are some of my initial thoughts. And Srivanti, if people want to interact, we are only 32 people right now here. So if you guys want to interact and have some questions, I can take up those questions.
Yeah, so sir, like you said, entrepreneurship is not an easy thing to do. So we also have launch checks as an event, so that all the participants get a sneak peek into how being an entrepreneur is. So yeah, I think that event would help all our participants who are aspiring entrepreneurs. Next, we also have Inspira Talks. As you said, sir, tomorrow we'll be having a fireside chat with you. So we'll definitely have people with a lot of questions in mind, and I think all of them will be satisfied with all the answers that you give. Next up, we also have analyst as our event. So in analysts, sir, we will see how well our participants are acquainted with case studies, and they will learn how to do that. Sir, if you would like to say a few words about our event analyst.
Sure. So let me first talk about this inspirational or Inspira, whatever you call it. Very interesting concept, and I see Aman Datrawal and some of these interesting fellows. They're very good YouTubers, by the way. I listen to him because, as I said, my son is in class 12, so I listen to him sometimes, and pretty impressive guy. So very impressive list of people you have been able to have as part of this session. Specifically on the analyst session, tell me a little bit more about it. I mean, I didn't get the complete picture of it. So is it like an event where you're given a problem to solve, or LaunchX is, of course, it's about launching a startup and some of those challenges one faces in launching the startups. The analyst is a case study challenge, is it? That's a case study.
Yeah,
To check
I think Nilargo is there. If you would take up that question, Nilargo.
Yeah, sure. So, sir, it's basically a case study event. So, as the name suggests, it's about analyzing. So, this time we decided to do it a data-driven case study. So, that's basically composed of 3 different rounds. So, the first round would be a normal connect, a normal DI, and a logical reasoning part, which forms the basis of what case study actually is, like the building blocks of the thing. And then the second round, which is mainly a qualitative case study, which gives you a overview, tests your creative skills and your problem solving skills. The final round is all about data. So it's about how you analyze it, how you interpret it. So that's about it.
And this E-Summit is not just engineering students or students of a particular stream. It's open to everybody in the university, right? And I know the Jadavpur University is a huge university, and it's a very, very reputed university. And when I used to study in engineering in Delhi, we used to hear about Jadavpur University engineering. Being an engineer, so I could relate to the engineering stream of Jadavpur University. So analyst looks good. I saw the schedule on your website. Specifically, if you look at data science as a field, it's not just always about predictive modeling and machine learning. It's when we recruit people for their problem solving skills. So it's a good way to test your problem solving skills, build that culture of solving problems in the campus. Case study based approach. You're given a real life case study, and say, for instance, a client is facing a customer attrition issue. You have these data points, and how do you solve that? So while modeling and machine learning is a technique, is a way to solve a problem, it doesn't mean that you have to always use modeling and machine learning to solve problems. So it's good. So I'm sure some students would apply machine learning and data science if they have studied it. But even if they don't have those kind of skills, they can still participate in that. It's a very, very good event. I specifically like LaunchX. So it's again a very good event to. I don't have much idea about the crypto, mock crypto, and those kind of things. And frankly, I have heard about crypto.
If you would want, we can explain about the event. I think Pranay is here. Pranay, would you like to take up that question? Explain a bit about mock crypto and mock stocks.
Hi, sir. Mock cryptocurrency is is an upcoming concept right now, and there are many people who claim, including Bill Gates, who feel that the future of currency is digital. So we are trying to introduce all the college students to the cryptocurrency world using mock stock, because currently everybody feels that cryptocurrency is a very speculative investment, but there are value drivers behind it. For example, Ethereum is used for smart contracts, or Bitcoin is an alternative form of currency because of its shortage. So we want people to participate in mock crypto and trade in real time at using these crypto coins to get a feel of how the crypto market functions, and eventually possibly invest in them as a long-term asset, because I personally feel that that cryptocurrency is a very good investment for a long time, for a long term, and students have the 10, 15, 20 years horizon for investment. So that's
El Salvador is the first country to make cryptocurrency legal in their country.
Yeah, I just said that. Yeah.
So that's again a very interesting news item. No, I follow it, but having said this, I don't know the nitty-gritties behind it. Of course, there is. I know you're doing something on the blockchain side as well, right? Is there an event on the blockchain as well, or no?
No, we are using blockchain technology in our Hack and Pitch. So some of our Hack and Pitch sponsors are D-apps, that is decentralized apps and blockchain technologies. So we are integrating the blockchain section with Hack and Pitch. So we are encouraging people to use blockchain in their Hack and Pitch ideas, Hack and Pitch prototypes.
Okay. So you would give some use cases or case studies, or people can come up with their own computer programs or come up with their own ideas on Hack and Pitch?
So Hack and Pitch, we provided them with some themes. Our theme for this year is campus and student life.
Okay.
So, and related to this event, we did provide them with some pointers as to for ideas, but they can build any computer app, any program, any website, any app they want, regardless with respect to campus and themes. We are encouraging blockchain technology. We are encouraging them to use blockchain technology in their apps.
Okay, very good. Tell me a bit about Manager Hustle. What is this event about?
Okay, probably. Cool. Yeah. So last year we started off with the mock IPL auction. So that went on as like a real life simulation of just as the auction is conducted in a real life IPL. But in place of players playing on the field, we had a particular algorithm which decides a rating for each player, and that is what decides the play of every player in the auction. The structure of the auctioning. So what we had this year is that alternative to the football fans as well. So last year we had the mock IPL auction to be the best event throughout in terms of participation, in terms of the hype created. So we replicated the same for the football fans, and we went on with somewhat a similar, but football does not have an auction for the football fans. So we created the exact same transfer window. So we strategized for over a month on how we would actually go over with this. We created the platform, and now it is currently going on as well. The preliminary round is live, and we'll be having the finals in the upcoming days. So it is like this year as well. The all of the aspects are even more amplified.
Very good. See, one aspect of entrepreneurship which has come up in the last 20 years, 25 years, the technology, analytics, data science is a differentiator. Even if you're opening a brick and mortar business, even if you're opening a business which has been an orthodox kind of a business, say a cement industry or a retail chain, these are businesses which have been there for a very long time. Unlike some of the tech, e-commerce and those kind of things. But even those businesses have to use data and scientific ways of managing their business. So that's what you mentioned, that in your Manager Hustle, you will use certain algorithms and those kind of things. So those are important things from an entrepreneurship perspective. In today's times, entrepreneurship is not the same as what it used to be like 25, 30, 40 years ago. So these kind of events gives you that kind of an orientation that if you jump into a real world, these are the kind of case studies. So for instance, even in the analyst pick up case, I'm sure you're picking up case studies from the industry, the real burning issues in that industry. For instance, if travel and aviation sector is struggling right now, when they come back, when people start traveling, what kind of things, how to solve this problem? As and when can we do something in these times to at least keep the company floating? Can they do something? And when the travel and aviation sector opens up after post-COVID, then what kind of things they can do to immediately capture the market share? As an example, I'm sharing this as an example. So very good events. Overall, I think it's a very well designed thing, and it will run over a period over a month, I guess.
Yes, sir,
Yes, so
it's
we
up
have
to 26. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And just as you asked in between, that wasn't that's what unaddressed. So like all of the events are open for all of the colleges pan India.
Okay,
So
and
it's not just
typically,
restricted to Jadavpur
you
University.
have very good participation from other colleges. In the past, you have seen good participation.
Yes. So this year as well, we are getting participation from pan India. But just as most of the marketing and everything is limited to offline, sorry, the online mode. So things have to be a bit focused, like through the Facebook groups, through other platforms as well. We have been trying to get out to as many number of people as possible. So yeah, we are getting in a great numbers for the mock stock as well. I would like to inform, like the server load was just like so amazing that it was about to crash in the first day itself. Like there was so much of trading in the first day. So
And
yeah,
mock stock is interesting. Once
totally.
I participated in a mock stock market game at IIM Calcutta.
Okay.
That was, I'm talking about 91, 92, not 93, I think 92, 93, something like that. So that was quite interesting. Of
Yeah,
course,
and
the stock market concepts have changed a lot. I
yeah,
started
yeah,
my career, I used to manage IPOs when I started my career in 94. And I remember raising money, addressing brokers' press conferences, raising money from the market. Of course, the concept of IPO has also changed a lot.
okay.
The private equity market was not as established in those days. So mock stock is good. There is a lot of algorithms to be used there. Concepts of high frequency
Totally.
trading, where it's all
Totally.
done by machines. For a little spread, they make a lot of money. In fact, I was
Totally.
talking to a
Intraday.
person who manages a big fund of, I don't know, 60, $70 million. And they use a lot of algorithms. They are into high frequency trading. And they're using, in fact, deep learning kind of concepts to optimize or improve their profits, spreads, and those kind of things. So very interesting. That is also going to be quite an interesting session for
Totally.
students.
Totally.
I guess we have given everybody enough dope on the events which we are planning. And that's why intentionally I asked the coordinators to talk about their events, because I won't know in depth. I know that I had gone through the schedule, but it's best to hear directly from the coordinators. Any other event which we have missed in terms of sharing?
yes, yeah, we also have hack and pitch. So, SKs, if you would like to elaborate on that.
Yeah. And also mock auction. Maybe we can talk about mock auction as well.
Yes. So firstly,
so
I would go on with mock auction, just as I was continuing. So a mock auction is basically, as I just mentioned, that mock auction was the most hyped event of last year. So we continued that this year as well, and the numbers just shown a parity with the same. So this year, the mock auction preliminary round is already conducted, and we had a lot of teams participating. So the hype was really like great for the mock auction. And in every room, we had teams competing, like strategizing for all of the players. We gave them the sheets of the ratings, and it was conducted in our own platform. So like things went on pretty fluent this year as well. We didn't expect this for the online mode, but anyways, we did convert a great mock IPL auction this year as well.
Okay, very good.
So Shanawaz, if you could go on with the hack.
Yes, hello. So Hack and Pitch is basically the hackathon. So it started with the previous version of E-Summit when it was a 30-hour long hackathon where participants got to participate in a physical mode where they could network with people, they could learn about new things, they could build new solutions to different emerging problems and real life solutions to them. And this year we are actually bringing Hack and Pitch to another next level, which is by extending that 30-hour thing to an elongated period by introducing various levels and checkpoints, and also like giving them the opportunity to even introduce their own problem statements based on the theme which we have proposed. So they can even participate in using their innovation in the open group. I mean, there is another theme for that. You can say a problem statement for that, wherein they can bring in their own solutions to different emerging problems in the industry, as well as the different issues which currently come up regarding to our theme for this year, which is like campus and student life. By building various things, we have like various innovative problem statements. For example, like we actually introduced a rather new problem statement this year, which is like how to connect the different for example, say food stalls, or maybe the canteens in the campus, where like for example, I'm giving a use case. Say there are some students who are currently attending class, and we all know that by the time we reach the canteens for in the breaks, so there is already a huge crowd. So we have asked the participants to hack and devise a way in which they can build a solution where they can actually ask them to, like, they can pre-order or something. They can already send their message to the ones who are responsible to carry out the transactions before they reach them. So we can eventually manage that crowd and build and bring that thing to a more smooth and comfortable experience for all the students and faculty members who are there in the campus, who are accessing the canteens and the different food stalls present there. Also, there are various other things like how to help students and youngsters manage their money and be financially independent. They can like get ways to discover like how they should adjust their spending limits, where they should put money into, like discover new ways how to I mean, get a new way of how they can save up things according to how much, say, pocket money they get. So based on all these things, and there are other different other solutions based on which they can build their own prototypes, and they can showcase them to our jury members, where they can get another platform to deploy the apps which they actually built to production, and get another platform to, for example, they can also turn that idea into a business. And I mean, they can generate some revenue from that and even think on that thing in the long term. So this is what Hack and Pitch is about.
Wonderful. No, this sounds quite interesting.
Yeah, actually.
While I know that a lot of hackathons happen for
Yes.
continuously through the night and 48 hours, 60 hours.
Yeah. Yes.
This year, of course, people would be online. Are there going to be some
Yes.
people on the campus as well?
No. This year the whole thing, I mean, the whole E-Summit is online. So this Hack and Pitch.
That I'm aware of.
Yeah. So the thing is, actually, the motive behind our extension of the whole period was that when the previous year we held, there were some problem statements given by our partners for the hackathon. For example, there was Here API. So Here Maps, that thing. So they were the partners for Hack and Pitch, the previous E-Summit. But they actually threw some problem statements. For example, the various things like some blood. There was one thing in which I participated in. It was some kind of blood bank management system, and there were other tracks like some electronics related tracks where they were to build some hardware solutions as well as some software solutions. So all of that was there. And this year, actually, we thought to extend the entire length of the hackathon, because when people get a longer time to think, and actually this year we extended that ideation period. We split the whole thing into three things. The first will be the ideation period, which will last for around 10 to 11 days. After that, there will be a shortlisting of the participants from the first round, and they will be carried over to the next round. So we actually invested a lot of time in actually judging their solutions, which they would be presenting, and the ideating. So like they'll be preparing prototypes, they will be preparing mock flows of the things they would be building, and finally they will be presenting. So we have actually extended that time period so that we get wonderful solutions, as well as some really good solutions which can be deployed to production, and they can actually generate a business from that. And in the next round, which is the final round, so they can build on that solutions. They can get mentorship support from the people present there, as well as get various support to deploy that thing and turn it into a business.
Great. So I guess, Srivanti, we have the whole picture of the event.
Yes, absolutely.
The coordinators themselves have spoken very well about their event. I think we have fit already top of the art. Do you want to I guess
yes,
welcome everybody to this event, and hopefully we'll have people across India participating in E-Summit, and I wish all the best to organizers, and thank you so much for putting in so much of efforts. And again, it's really great to be associated with university of your reputation. It's, as I said, it's one of the oldest and very reputed universities in India. and it's always glad to be associated with Jadavpur University. But thank you so much, and thank you so much. I'm looking forward to the session tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So I think now we have an overview of E-Summit, like what's happening in every single event. With this, I would like to hand on over the proceedings to Vaibhav. Vaibhav, are you there?
Yeah, I am here. So we have prepared a video to kind of sum up the whole e-summit in in 1 minute. So I will just share it and share it with you.
I don't care at all. I am lost. I don't care at all. Lost my time, my life is gone in.
So yeah, this was the video. We tried to picture. We are all of us are missing our campuses, or we are sitting at our home for the past 1.5 years. So we tried to picture our campus in the form of this video. So yeah, Shinwanti, you can proceed.
Yes. So do we have the other speakers just confirming once? Arpun, do we have the other speakers?
No, I don't see them here yet. So I think we can proceed without them just because they haven't confirmed in the last moment, and I guess they're busy with the UG and PG placements that are going on right now. So possibly they won't be able to join, but
So,
we'll definitely have them. Yeah, go on, sir.
so Srimanti, I guess I can log off now. I wish all the best to the organizing team and to Jadavpur University. Looking forward
Thank
to your 1 month of excitement. It's already started, so that's fine.
Yes.
Thank you so much and really appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. We'll definitely encourage everyone joining in tomorrow for the fireside chat with sir again. We'll have him soon. So,
So looking
thank you,
forward
sir.
to it. Thank you so much. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So
So that would be it. With that, we finally conclude today's. I guess we'd conclude Gargidi, and with that, we finally officially declare E-Summit 2021 to be open, and the curtain is raised. And if Gargidi wants to add in a few more points, is she
No, I
there?
think everyone has covered
Uh,
all the important ones, and I think Sir had also been very encouraging with his words and helping us. I think he has left probably, but yeah, Sir has
Yep.
definitely encouraged us a lot for, and everyone's experience hearing it was actually also a memory for me down the memory down the lane. So a great job, everyone. So let's get this 1 month ride started and hope that we have a very good and fruitful ending. So see you guys soon tomorrow. And we already have the fireside chat and also Aman Dhattarwal sir tomorrow as well. So yeah, looking for a great day tomorrow and amazing and full of hustle month for the next 1 month.
Great, great. So I think that should be it. We do not have the other speakers on board, unfortunately. So we have to call this a wrap for the official curtain raiser of E-Summit 2021. Thank you everyone for joining in. And as Gargidi said, we'll soon meet tomorrow for Aman